I was having dinner with a cousin one time, and I think she was on Nutrisystem. And she has a little book out. And we're at the Red Lobster because my grandmother loves Red Lobster. She can't live away. We're at Red Lobster. And she's looking in the book to find out what she could eat. And I said to her, what are you doing? She said, I'm looking to see how many calories I'm going to get for ABC. She said, I can only go up to 1,200 calories per day. I said, 1,200 calories per day? Are you crazy? You'll starve. There's no possible way you can do that. She said, only 1,200. I said, well, how many calories do you get for fruits and vegetables? What's your count for that? She said, doesn't matter, I can eat an unlimited amount. So you have to understand that the concept of eating more fruits and vegetables or engaging in a plant-based diet, everyone knows that it works and or it will help your situation.
What did you notice in the 40-plus generation that made you realize that this is a demographic that you needed to work with?
Things start to fall apart. They start to fall apart quickly. You know, when you're 20s, you think you're Superman, then in your 30s, you find out you're Clark Kent. And then you hit your 40s, and it's like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the time, it's a midlife crisis, so to speak, but things just don't work the way they used to. And you know now that you have to put work in to make sure that they do. Now, I've been vegan since 1989. How long ago was that? About 30 years? A long time ago, huh? I'm getting to be pretty old, huh? Hopefully I'm keeping everything together. But I have a challenge for you. This is something I started doing about 2 years ago. I want you to do this. Every day, for the next 30 days, write down everything you eat. Everything you eat. That piece of bacon, that glass of wine, that candy. I want you to write down everything. I want you to know what it is that you're putting into your body. Because my philosophy is that the thing that we should put most into our body would be fresh produce. Anyone remember Popeye? Popeye the Sailor Man. Yeah. Why was Popeye so strong? Spinach. He wasn't eating beef. Spinach. So what I'm saying to you is that there's enough protein in vegetation.
You're a certified personal trainer.
Yes, sir.
I've seen you around Montclair. You are motivating and inspiring a lot of people to get into shape, right? Be healthy and make good choices. What was your dream, and are you living that dream?
Right now, oh wow, I'm in the thick of it, and I'm loving it. My goal is just to inspire people. And, you know, I've always thought, I don't know if there's really a meaning to life, but what feels good to me is to inspire people and to have them inspire me. So that's what I do with my clients. I'm trying to get them to go from point A to point B or wherever it is that they want to go, physically and mentally. And also now that I'm into the nutritional world, nutritionally. So how do we inspire each other? That's basically what I'm all about.
Your Men's Health magazine in the background there. Are you guaranteeing that they can look like that if they become part of your subscription-based service?
No, there is no guarantee, but I'm glad you bring that point up, because in addition to being a personal trainer and being in business, I do commercial acting. And one time I was on the set. One of the most interesting things that happened to me, and one of the most enlightening things, there was a gentleman on the set who was taller than I was. He had hair, real hair, which I have none, as you see. And you know, different race. He was just totally different than I was. And they were combing his hair and clipping him and everything. And I looked at him, I'm like, I need to look at that. Right? And then I realized something. Wait a minute. There's some reason that they want me here. They hired me. So I'm like, maybe there's something to it. So what I tell people all the time is, don't try to be like someone else. Be the best version of you. That's
great advice.
If you're the best version of you, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at your 10, you're 9, you're 10, you can compete with anyone else who's at their 9. So just be you and have fun, because there's so many different types of strength and beauty. I mean, everyone is unique. And the thing that's unique is that you have your look, your personality. If you just work on that and work on it, I'm telling you, eventually you'll bubble up and you'll be very competitive and you'll be confident all the time. What was your name?
Teresa.
Teresa. Isn't she great? Yeah. Okay, stay right there, Teresa. Come on, stay down there. We're not finished yet. So Teresa's pretty strong. So if any of you need help with the squat, you see Teresa. You can call me too, but you go see Teresa. Stand up. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
The relationship that you have with food is more important than any other relationship you have. Any other. Because food gives you more pleasure than anything else I can think of on a consistent basis. It's always consistent unless there's something wrong with that particular food that day. So, people will say other things are more pleasurable, but I'll put food first. Use your imagination. Use your imagination.
Consistent.
What's the consistent? I just had a conversation with this lovely young lady over here about the Book of Daniel. The Book of Daniel. Has anyone ever read that? Yes. What happened? Daniel had a little contention with the people who captured him. And they wanted him to eat the king's food in order to perform a certain task. Daniel said, you know what, I don't want to eat the king's food. Let us just have, me and my friends here, let us just have our fruits and vegetables. And if in a certain period of time, if we don't do better, then we'll eat the king's food. What happened? He ate his food, the fruits and vegetables, and they did far better. Far better. The problem I have with the Daniel fast is this. I know a lot of churchgoers, and they get mad at me when I say this. They hate me. They'll do their Daniel fast for like 2-3 weeks, and after that, the party's on again. This is a lifetime commitment. We're talking about being in tip-top physical condition and beating cancer through natural means. Now,
You're also a plant-based food advocate. Why do you advocate a plant-based diet?
It's the superior way to go. All the evidence points that way. And aside from the evidence, my own personal story is great. You know, I've been vegan for 35 years and more so whole food, plant-based vegan. And earlier this year, you know, I was having a couple of issues with blood pressure and it runs in my family. Right. And I decided to start like a raw food challenge for my clients and people who follow me online. So for 10 days every month, we do raw food, salads, fruits, nuts. And my blood pressure at the beginning of the year, around January 4th, was like maybe 170 over 110. Now, I'm a personal trainer. I work out all the time. I've been vegan for a long period of time. But even just being vegan and eating a lot of vegan junk food is not the way to go. So I decided, hey, let's throw some raw food into the mix. And one part about eating raw food is that it seems to digest better. You have more digestive enzymes in the food like you don't with cooked food. When I did that, about 2 or 3 weeks, my blood pressure went down into the 130s over 80s. So that's, to me, a miraculous thing. So that's why I'm such a big plant-based food advocate.
well, I'm not getting that much love, so I ain't gonna love it. I need more love. But anyway, you don't want to grab too much, but you do want it to be flat. You do want it to be firm, because the firmer your abs are, the more it just helps your entire core and especially your lower back. However, I'm no longer vegan. I have evolved, and life should be about constantly evolving. I am a resultatarian. Yeah, I'm a resultatarian. Now, I am all about getting results, the best results you can possibly get. So
The next time you go shopping at the supermarket, the first aisle is normally the produce aisle. You walk right into it, first thing you see, fruits and vegetables right in front of you. That is the answer. Notice how much of your basket is filled with items from the first aisle. If it's less than 75%, there could be a problem in the future. There are people who are with me now who, we all know that we need exercise. So you can get exercise anywhere, but the expertise that I might bring to the table about plant-based eating, now that's a little different. So again, that differentiates me from pretty much everyone else, because most personal trainers are talking about maybe a high protein, low carb diet. You got to do protein powders and things of that nature. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about just natural whole foods that people have known about for thousands of years.
What do you say to people who are maybe hesitant? You know, they like beef, they like chicken, they like pork, they like fish. You know, this is a serious life change, you know?
Continue to like them, continue to love all of that stuff, but you have to greatly reduce the amount of it if you want the body to heal itself. You can still have it, but you can't have it all the time.
How can people find out more about your work and as well as Fit Beyond 40?
KirkCharles.com. That's all you have to do is go to our site. There are links there. Sign up for my email list. You'll get news about the Raw Food Challenge and everything else that I'm doing.
Mr. Kirk Charles, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Hope we can all be healthier going forward.
I hope so. Let's get Fit Beyond 40.